So I've had chronic pain for 12 years. When it was at its worst, I really wanted a book that I could relate to. A book with real life stories about people and how they coped with their chronic pain emotionally and socially. Because I wanted a book that gave me some hope for the future, because it can be tough. Having chronic pain is not all doom and gloom, and I think people get a bit overwhelmed and maybe a bit scared of reading a book about chronic pain because it's, well, that's a lot to cope with. But it depends which way you look at it. I think chronic pain can teach you a lot of things if you allow it. So it can teach you compassion and courage, for instance. It's not all negative, and it doesn't have to be that way. It's just finding some little tricks that'll help you along the way and help you, find your balance, I guess. You've got to keep a sense of humour. I think that's one of the things. But you use humour. I think you need to. I think it's really important to laugh and to remember what it's like to have fun. So one of our rewards actually is a yo-yo, which sounds strange, but it's because, it's important to remember to have fun, and that's just a bit of old-fashioned fun. Well, there's a lot of tricks, and I guess that's what we teach you, but it's to not buy into it too much. There's so much fear and panic and anxiety about, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get better, and how am I going to live with this for the rest of my life, and those types of emotions, that once you can actually get them out of the road and you've got an arsenal, if you like, to deal with these and with these emotions, then you can start to really look at how you can start to manage chronic pain and then, get better. And it's a process. It's a learning process. You have to learn it.
Very good. And do you have a massive arsenal?
I have a massive arsenal.
A lot of people have read this first draft. A lot of people have read the first draft of the book, or at least a number of people have. What's the reaction been like?
Look, it's been overwhelmingly positive. It's, I'm actually quite surprised of how much it's helped people and how much people have related to it. So it's great. I think that's what we wanted to be able to achieve. Well, the book's for anyone who has chronic pain, but particularly for those in the early years of experiencing it, because it can be quite a shock when you realise that you've got chronic pain but you can't maybe get rid of it. So in saying that though, people who've read the first draft and who have also had years and years of chronic pain have said that they've also got something out of the book as well. The book is also useful for those people who are close to someone with chronic pain, so partners, carers, friends, family, colleagues even, anyone who wants to understand a bit more about what it's like to have chronic pain. Aside from having chronic pain for more than a decade, which makes me pretty experienced in dealing with it, I've also been a writer, a journalist, a news producer, an editor. So I know how to construct a story and tell one. I'm not so good on the camera though. But you can check out my portfolio. It's up on the screen now at lisalouden.com.au and see what words and what stories and what articles I have written.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say to the viewers out there in Pozible land about this book?
Support it.
That's pretty simple.